All right, good evening, Coach. Welcome to Volleyball Media Day, the inaugural season for Volleyball Media Day. For those that do not know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself and what can we expect from the Spartans this volleyball season.
Yes, sir. My name is Coach Mason, Dana Mason. I'm the head varsity coach at Saraland. We thank y'all so much for having us and showing love to our girls and our female athletes, because this is something that they're always going to remember, and hopefully we can keep this up in the future. What you're going to expect from the Spartans? Well, you're going to expect toughness. You're going to expect them to be fighting hard while they're competing, and you're going to expect them not only to just look back on the success that they had last year, but also make a name for themselves this year as well. So they've been working hard, so looking forward to it.
So, Coach, how many returning seniors or how many veteran players you got coming back this season?
Yes, sir. We have 6 seniors this year. All of those 6 seniors really contributed and went with us to state. Our record last year was 55-5. So these girls won 42 games in a row last year. But what does that mean for this year? It means absolutely nothing, because every year is a new challenge. Every day is a different challenge. So what we just reminded them of is to always look to the next day, the next game. Don't focus on what we've done. So definitely a lot of talent, a lot of skill. Even though we did graduate 7 seniors also, we still have 6.
Oh wow, you had a big senior squad. You had a big squad last year.
We had 7 graduate last year. 5 of them went on to play in college. So awesome girls, awesome girls.
So Coach, you guys played in any play dates? Did you travel in the northern part of the state to play this summer, or what? Talk a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, we've been working out throughout the summer. We have went to a couple different play dates around. We went to camp at Troy University as well, and we also competed up there. So they have been playing, practicing, working out, sometimes both throughout the week as well. So not only just court time, but also getting back into the weight room. We have a great weight room instructor, Coach Herschel, and Coach Sunny Cab, and they do a great job training our girls all year long. These girls lift and work out all year long. So it's not just during season.
So now, going to these play dates and traveling, going to these different camps, of course, when you go to these camps, you're playing against teams you probably never would play against. What does that do, for your young ladies, getting them ready for the season?
Basically, it tells us not to worry about the other team. It doesn't matter who you're playing, their skill level, where they came from. What matters is that we show up and play our standard no matter what, no matter who it is. So we got a chance at camp to kind of talk about our standard of play, what it is if we're below that standard. What is that going to look like? And how is that going to feel when we're competing? And you get a chance to kind of talk about that and break that down during the season, because we really aren't looking at wins and losses during that time. We're looking at growth, we're looking at chemistry on the court, and just kind of how do we fight through adversity. So they're able to kind of set that standard and know when it comes game time, are we above or below? And so hopefully we're always going to be where we need to be.
So what do you expect out of a player that comes to try out for your team, and in order for it to make it, what do you look for in that player?
Okay, well, we had around 70 girls trying out.
Wow.
They have been, coming in. Saraland, it seems like, of course, as we know, is one of the fastest growing cities in the state. And so we have to look at a lot of different things. Talent, skill, yes, of course. I mean, who doesn't want nothing but all-stars on your team? But also, how did they deal with pressure situations? How did they interact throughout the school year when it wasn't during our season, different things like that. And so at the end of the day, they're not going to remember how many games they won, or they're going to remember the lessons that they learned, the people around them. And so the types of players that kind of we are going for during tryouts is, how are they going to act when they do make that mistake? Are they going to fret about it and have a bad look on their face? Or are they going to hustle and, forget about it and go to the next point? So there's a lot of talent. We kept 38, and that's for 3 teams. We have a freshman team, a JV team, and a varsity team. And so we started our freshman program last year. So this will be our 2nd year. So everybody's working hard, and everybody, it seems, realizes what they have to do in the off season as well to be able to compete in our area.
What's your favorite TV show, Coach?
I knew you would ask me that. I mean, honestly, who has time to watch TV if you're coaching? By the time you get home, it's like, woo! I don't really have a favorite. I'm sorry.
You don't have a favorite?
No.
Okay, if you could have dinner with somebody, who would it be and where?
Well, number one, I would hope to be able to sit down with Jesus and ask him every single thing to tell me what I need to do throughout life. If I had to choose somebody else, I would probably want to meet my grandfather Kelly, because I never got to meet him, and I've always heard great things about him. My other grandparents I knew and, was able to learn things from them, but him, hearing stories about him, I would just love to sit down. And I said, I would like to go to Ruth Chris, because he had lots of kids, 8 kids, and so I don't think they ever probably went out to eat like that. I've never been to Ruth Chris.
Who's going to pay the bill? Who's picking up the tab?
Yeah, the question was if. The key word was if in the statement. So that would be something that I would want to do.
I got it.
Definitely.
So who did you bring with you today, Coach?
Yes, sir. I have to my right Greta Sutton. She's an outside hitter for us.
All right.
And then to my left, I have to my left, I have Alyssa Messick. These are both 2 key contributors to our team. Greta had suffered an injury in our play date a couple weeks back, and she's going to work through it. But most importantly with her, and why she's here today too, is that she has been with us. She went to camp with us, got on the bus, hasn't missed a practice. She is just a part of the team as anyone else. So those factors are what we look for in our program, what kind of people they are. So I finished talking about you. Yeah, Alyssa is, everybody looks up to her on the team. She is a great role model for her teammates, whether she realizes it or not. They all look to her. And both of these players are not maybe the loudest on the team, but they are the most truest teammates to their peers. And so I feel it's important to have them here. Tell us about their season.
Now, they're part of that veteran group from last season?
Yes.
So,
42 games in a row.
Oh, wow. So having players like this coming back, like these 2 young ladies, does that make your job any easier?
Oh, definitely. Like I get chills thinking about it, because we had so much fun. Like as it was going on, I don't even think people realized what was going on. The excitement, the energy, and support from our school. I mean, you come to one of our games and it was just insane how many people were there, and they loved it. They were so curious about what was going on, and they supported these girls. Just people in the community. The students, the school spirit was definitely there. They supported us every step of the way. So.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and hear from those 2 ladies you got with you.
Okay, come on, Greta.
Now we know you got an injury, so, but tell me, what are some of the team goals that you have with some of your teammates this season?
Team goals, I would say definitely to make it back to state. We made it to state, but I know that past season we didn't finish how we wanted to finish, so that is definitely a goal to make it to the finals. Even winning area this season, we were runner-up last season at St. Paul's. I know that is a big win for us. We really want to win area this season, so I think those are some team goals that we have.
Now, and I know, like your coach said, you got hurt during the play day. Even you're going to want to be out there on that court with your teammates. What are some of the things you think you can do to make sure that your team, you're a part of the team, And I know your teammates are already saying, yeah, we know you're a part of the team, but what are some of the things you think you can do there from that sideline this upcoming season to make sure your team can come out of that with a win each time they step on that court?
Just being the biggest cheerleader and helping them. Like, I know for me, I'm an outside hitter, and we have a freshman outside hitter, so being just a mentor type to her, I know it'd be really big of her because I've been in her shoes before. So just being mentors to the younger ones and always showing up and always having a smile on my face.
Now, being a hitter, that's the one that the setter gets you the ball, and you guys spiking it over, doing whatever you got to do, getting some kills. What does it take to be that type of great player to play that position? What does it take?
A lot of practice, a lot of preparation. I say it all the time, you can't just show up to practice and just go through the motions. You have to want to get better and want to be the best out there. And even going to outside help, because I know I've gone to outside help before to help with my hitting just to be the best that I am at my position.
So if you could talk with the younger kids, I'm very sure it's younger kids been watching this media day stuff all day today. The young kids coming in, that's going to be taking you guys' spot. What kind of advice would you give those young ladies?
Don't be nervous. Do not be scared. And go all out. Like, give it everything you got. Take nothing for granted. Just play like it's your last. I would say that.
All right. So what can you say about your teammate here sitting here next to you?
Alyssa is one of the most nicest people you'll ever meet. She is one of the hardest workers you'll ever meet. And I have been with her. We've been in it together for the longest time. And she's an amazing libero, amazing back row defensive player. Like, she will lay out for anything and give it her all. And that is what I most love about Alyssa.
All right, let's get it up here. All right. To me, I think the libero position, I'm really beginning to, what's the word I'm looking forward to? I guess respect, because that player playing there had to be. What I'm going to know is being tough. You got to keep your head on the swivel. You got to know where your setter and stuff. Tell me in your own words about that position.
You have to have so much energy. That's what I learned from the libero last year. Her name was Lexi. She had so much energy no matter what. If we were down however many points, you just have to keep your head up. You have to be that one person to bring everybody up when everybody doesn't want to be there, when nobody's putting in as much effort as she is. She was just going all out, and it was just a great example for me to show me what I need to be this year. And I think that's something that I need to just be so much more energetic, be like her.
So, and is this the only position you've played ever since you've been playing volleyball?
I have been a setter, actually,
Okay.
all through middle school.
And wow.
Great at it.
And I've been setting some this year because we do have one setter. The other one, she's been hurt, but she's coming back right now. So I've been able to set during play dates, during practices. So it's just I love setting though. So it's been great to kind of go back to middle school.
All right. So what are some of the personal goals you have for yourself this season and, team goals?
Yeah, I just think leadership is just a big thing for me right now. It's kind of something I've been battling with, just getting out of my comfort zone. I've really never been the most loud person. That's just what I really want to do this year. I want to just include all the younger girls because I know the freshmen in our team, we have 2 freshmen. I really want to reach out to them, take some of them to lunch, take some of them to dinner, after practice. So I think I know I would really appreciate that if I was a freshman. So I just want to be able to reach out to them and get to know them better. So, they're great players. I just want them to know that.
Now, you play club ball as
Yes,
well? Any beach volleyball?
I played beach. I played winter beach.
Huh?
2 years ago.
Winter? Beach? Okay.
Your feet will, yeah, it's awful.
Well, at least the sand isn't hot, right?
Yeah, but your feet are freezing. But it's still fun. It's still fun though.
Well, when you did play beach, how did that game translate into the indoor court? What did it do for you?
Yeah, you have to be so much faster on the sand that holds you down. So like going to beach, and then I would have to go to club practice right after it. So like you're so much faster on the court. You're running down balls. You wouldn't have to you're just waiting for the ball to be there. Like you're right there waiting for it. So that really helped me a lot. And I'd love to play again. It's just my schedule's been crazy, but I really do appreciate getting to play that right during club season too. So that helped a ton for me.
So what have you done in this off season outside of play days? What have you done personally, to make sure you're ready for the season?
Yeah, I played club for Storm. I've played for 4 years now. So I got to play on one of the national teams, which you go to Dallas, Orlando. We went to Orlando twice, and then I played AAUs. I actually played with one of the St. Paul's girls who was here earlier, so it's super fun to get to play against or play with girls who you will play against during the season. So I'm going to be doing some private lessons. We've been working out. A gym membership is very helpful during the off season. So I've figured that out. But I've just been playing club for forever, it feels like, and that's just helped so much.
All right. So if I was to come to a Spartan volleyball game, what I heard the fans and stuff are in it, but what kind of atmosphere will I be walking into?
Very loud, I would say. Last year, our fans showed up more than ever before. It was so amazing. Definitely just so loud. They go out and do all these chants. They'd be running everywhere. If we win the game, they run out to the court with us. I don't know. It makes me get so emotional. Thinking about it last year, it was so awesome, and I really hope that transfers over to this year. And just watching the team play, us play, we go crazy. We're so excited. Definitely want to transfer that energy from last season to this season. So that's a really big thing.
So what do y'all think about your coach?
We love her. We love Coach Mason. I was thinking about this question. I was excited for this question. But she's been such a great support system for our team. She knows what we can do. Even if we don't think we can do it, she knows what we can do. And so she's been able to push us to our limits, and it's a good thing though, because we didn't think we could reach those, and we ended up reaching them. She helped us with our season last year for sure. Getting 42-0, that's crazy to me, and she was the one who helped us get there. So I don't think without her or Coach Countryman, we would not have been where we were at last year for sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys coming out today, and hopefully we'll do this again next season. And good luck with your season.
Thank you.
All right.